Hello everyone, my name is Amal Graaftstra. I'm the founder and CEO of biohacking company Dangerous Things, and we make human augmentation devices that enhance your life and hopefully improve things overall for humanity down the line. So what I want to talk about is biohacking itself and kind of introduce the concept. The word hacking has kind of negative connotations, but to me really the definition of hacking is that it's an unconventional approach to solving a problem or getting around an obstacle or achieving a goal. And so ideally, a hacker will use methodologies and tools that are so effective over conventional means that they become conventional. So the idea of a hacker is that they're always out on the edge. They're always improving things through their mentality and their methodology. So with that in mind, biohacking is about actually improving, human augmentation. So this is a device that we manufacture. It is a small RF transponder. It's very similar to the transponder that pets get. It's a little glass capsule there, and inside there's a little chip and a little antenna winding. And just like the thing that would go into your pet, this little thing here cannot track you or find you, but it can identify you, and that's very useful for kind of modern digital systems. So applications like access control is what I use it for on a daily basis. So this is a door lock. It's the standard kind of deadbolt that we use here in the US, and when I come home I put my finger on there, and then I have a transponder here in my finger, and I just present that, and it reads it and gets me in. So no keys at all. I just come home, press the screen, and it unlocks. I also use something similar for my car, and I start my motorcycle that way. I log into the computer, and what we have today are a number of volunteers who are going to actually be getting these transponders installed. So it's they have a choice between two. We have a low frequency and a high frequency NFC or RFID, and so that's what we're going to be doing today. Get this space ready here. All right, come on over, volunteers. Okay, so which kind of chip do you want to get
I would
first?
like a low frequency one.
A low frequency, okay. So that is our XEM. And tell us about yourself. What's your name?
I'm Alexis. I already have a few other implants.
Ah, okay. What do you have?
I have another low frequency implant.
Okay.
And I cloned my work card into it. It's wonderful.
Oh, excellent. So you have a work badge that you've copied that ID into, and now you don't use your work badge, you just use the implant? Okay.
Yep. And I have two magnets. One of them is from you.
Ah, excellent. So, what are you going to use this implant for?
I think that's going to be apartment key.
Oh, apartment. Okay. So you have one for work, one for home.
Yep.
Excellent. So I'm going to lay this field out here, and essentially I'm going to take your hand and place it on it, and when I do that, don't move it, just keep it still. And which hand are you doing? All right, right hand. So we'll do just like that. Keep it right there. And I'm going to lay out the materials here. So everybody here understands that you are having a device installed into your hand today. This procedure has been created with medical doctors. We also have a surgeon on advisory board. And of course the risks are infection, complications from infection, and of course, you could sneeze and die, so this is also a possibility of just breathing. So
Yeah,
bring that
living
about.
is dangerous.
Living is dangerous, exactly. So essentially one of the things I like to mention about this procedure is that, it's actually safer than getting an ear piercing. Because in an ear piercing, you get a piece of metal put through two holes in your body, and then your body has to sit there and heal around a piece of metal for days and days, and that's the risk of infection, right? You have an open wound. But this is over and done, and bleeding stops typically 5 to 10 minutes, and then you know, the next day you can wash hands, do, you know, take a shower, do whatever you need to do, and your risk of infection is basically brought to almost nothing. Okay, so this is chlorhexidine, and it's used in surgical skin prep. It's alcohol and a chlorhexidine molecule. Pretty good at killing bugs, so we're going to prep the area here. Give it a good scrub. So the, I think this was probably going to be my 1300th install over the last couple years. So this will take about 60 seconds to take full effect. So in that time I'm going to tell you about what to expect. So we're going to place this transponder parallel to your index metacarpal bone. Essentially we go from your first knuckle to your trapezoid bone. We half that distance and then come half into the into this hump here between the thumb metacarpal. So ideally it'll be parallel with this bone right about there. After installation, you know, we're going to have gauze and a bandage. It may bleed for a few minutes and then it should stop, and then you'll hold it, pressure, good pressure. In the next 2 weeks or so, you're going to feel some little tingles, little twinges, maybe it itch a little bit. That's fine, you can itch it. That's all normal. Your body's going to be encapsulating it with fibrous collagen tissue. Then during that time, don't play with it. Try not to mess around with it. I mean, you can see mine there, right? But don't try to like push it under the skin. After the 2 weeks, then you have another kind of healing period. But after 30 days, you can pretty much do anything. You can do jujitsu or rock climbing or whatever you want to do. It's going to be fairly locked in. If you want to assist in helping that process along, you can take L-lysine, L-glutamine, prenatal vitamins. That's my favorite. You know, it grows hair and skin and nails and collagen. So yeah, it's helpful. Okay, so you do have a vein right there, so we're going to try to avoid that. But if we do hit it, then you'll just have a bruise. But hopefully we'll be able to get away without that catastrophe. So we're just tenting the skin here, making sure that the dermal layer is nice and separated from the muscle tissue underneath. So we want to lay this right into the fascia layer between the dermis and the muscle tissue. And get it right in there. So I'm just getting a sense of where it is. Okay, ready? All right.
I'm not gonna look.
Okay, so take a breath in and out. There we go.
Ouch.
And do a little cleanup here. So we're just going to hold this here for a minute, just to make sure everything's all good, stop bleeding. So this one's going to be your apartment key. Probably, okay.
I won't tell you which one is going to be at the apartment.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
I have a Proxmark, so.
Oh, okay, so you can do a little diagnostic on it. Cool. Let's take a look here. Yeah, my, you know, I've had the XEM in here in the left hand since 2005, and yeah, I use that for pretty much everything because I, you know, had plenty of time to set up my world around it. And
which mode do you use it in?
It's in EM mode, and it's an actual EM chip, so it can't be changed.
Oh, right. I read about the accident of getting a programmable chip.
Yeah, and so that actually happened mid-production of the XEMs, but this was before Dangerous Things was even a thing, right? I worked with a different company to get a sample of their devices that they made, and anyway, it's been in there, like I say, 11 years, and no complications, no issues. I use it for pretty much everything. You know, I think my favorite thing is actually just the back door, because I go in and out of that thing like 20 times a day.
Nice.
And one of the things about it is, what I find is that it's actually better for security because the convenience is so high. I mean, it's so easy to use that normally if you're, you know, going in and out of your door 20 times a day, you don't lock it because it's such a pain, right? But now I can go ahead and leave it locked, and getting in and out is no big deal. So it's very convenient. But the car, that's another one. That's another good one. I definitely enjoy being able to start my motorcycle, drive the car without keys. That's nice.
Yeah, that's definitely something that I would like to do.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And the EMs are great for that because they're fairly simple. You know, they just have an ID number, and the hardware for creating access control projects is pretty cheap and available. So, yeah, vehicles, homes, computers, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I pushed a patch to Proxmark
There.
repo.
Oh, cool. Definitely hold that for 5 minutes, and we'll do a little cleanup here and get the next volunteer.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Mal.
Mal. And which chip are you going to get today?
I'm interested in the XMT.
Oh, the NFC version. Okay.
Yes.
Any plans for it immediately, or?
I can't wait to check it out to see
Yeah.
what I can do, to be honest.
Just play with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I chose the NFC because I have a smartphone.
Yeah.
And I can do some things with it.
Yeah, it's definitely very helpful to have a phone that's you know, NFC, and you can like program stuff on it. For a time, I had a Rickroll video installed on it, so that, you know, I'd say, "Hey, check this out." I'd show them the lock, and they would go, "Wow, that's cool. What else can it do?" And I'd, "Let me see your phone," and I'd play a little Rickroll video for them. But, you know, business card, D card, that kind of thing.
Business card would be, that's my first thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which hand are you going to put it in?
My left.
Left. Okay. So you're going to need to point your knees that way and your bum that way.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and, if you can, actually scoot around here, and we'll go ahead and, yeah, just like that. Can you get in closer? Is that good? Yeah, because we want that to be this way. So next in line can sit over there on that chair. Get a bird's eye view of what's going on here. All right.
It's exciting.
Yeah, the interesting thing about this is, you know, we started in 2013, and at the time it was mostly, you know, like hobbyists, electronics hobbyists, you know, people that really kind of understood, oh, it's that chip and that thing, I'm going to build a thing, and over time, very short amount of time, you know, just the kind of average person is starting to understand the benefits and the extremely low risk. I mean, less than a piercing and instant benefit, right? And so we're getting people that are just, you know, they're contemplating, do I get a tattoo or a piercing, or maybe I get an implant? You know, it's very, very long way for society to come in such a short amount of time, and I'm just excited to be on that forefront. You know, it's pretty fun. All right, doing some prep here. The thing I like about chlorhexidine is that even after the alcohol dries, the chlorhexidine does its job for a good 5-10 minutes afterward. But also, you know, when we actually do the installation, some of it gets drug in there, so it's just a little bit of burning sensation. But yeah, it goes away pretty quick. And then, yeah, I mean, sensation-wise, overall, it's like a bee sting. Or if you've ever given blood, it's similar to that. But yeah, I haven't had anybody yet out of like 1,300 installs that I've done so far that has like freaked out or had a problem with it. So I had one guy pass out though.
Oh.
But it was afterward, and he was playing with it, and he was like, oh. Yeah. All right, cool. Now we're going to give it a minute here to dry. So you heard the thing about no playing with it. Give it a good 2 weeks. You know, don't go to the gym. No heavy lifting. Give it time, and then after about 2 weeks, you can kind of do whatever you need to. Yeah. Any normal sign of infection, redness, puffiness, pain, then call me and the doctor. And but you know, like I said, thousands of installs hasn't been an issue. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. It's always good to keep an eye out for that kind of thing. It's getting there. It's getting tacky. This is the important part. Don't forget to take this off, because it's quite awkward if you're actually in there and then have to push the plunger. Hasn't happened to me, but some of our partners, you know, we I can't be everywhere, so we partner with professional body piercers, you know, and then we do a quick training, and they're already familiar with needles and aseptic procedure, and it just makes sense to partner with them. And but one of the things in documentation is don't forget to remove the safety, and usually the first one or two that they do, oh, oops, I forgot. And so they please hold, and they're trying to adjust it. Yeah. All right, here we go. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Not really.
No, okay. Deep breath in and out. Ooh, we got a bleeder.
Yeah.
Probably have a little bit of a bruise, but it shouldn't be too bad. How was it overall? Painful or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Are you feeling the burn?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I actually felt more overall body kind of flood there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I've had piercing implants before, so I wasn't,
Oh, okay.
I was kind of expecting
It, yeah. Well, you didn't cringe or anything, so
No.
you should play poker.
Good poker face.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to put a bit more pressure on it here. I'll put this over here. Boink. Put that in there.
I feel it much more now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to move your hand just a little bit, and actually, I'm going to do this first. Get a little cleanup. Yeah.
All good, don't worry. Yeah.
Kind of gives it some excitement.
Yeah. Alright. Let's do a quick dabbing. Cool. And I'm going to stick you right over here. And if you want to take your finger, just hold pressure there. Cool. I'm going to put this over here. Just fold it like thusly. Okay, I'll do a little cleanup here, and I'll get you set. That's my demo. All right, put this here. And which chip do you want to get?
The XNT,
XNT,
please.
all right. It's the NFC one here. We'll move this stuff out of the way. All right, so what's your name?
My name's Kevin.
All right, and Kevin, what do you plan to do with your XNT?
I've really been into home automation right now, and so I like the idea of keyless entry.
Cool.
Both locking and unlocking, and right now I just finished up making my LEDs. I can change them at home with my Siri command. So
Oh, that's cool. The
just
lighting?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So now it's like just get this going and
Very
have another
cool.
another achievement.
Very cool. So do you have any other piercings, tattoos, anything?
I actually have your M31 magnet in my pointer finger right over here.
Oh, cool.
I work in IT, so I use it for various activities.
Very cool.
Both in work, but just also for fun.
Nice. So what kind of uses do you find for the magnet other than sensing magnetic fields?
Well, I mean, it kind of all revolves around magnetic fields. So, I mean, like I had a coworker who had a CPU fan that wasn't spinning properly.
Oh.
Didn't have to take apart the laptop to really tell. I could just put my finger there and feel the
That's
fan
cool.
not like really spinning at all.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you'll get enough like wind out, you know, or air to know, but in that case, you couldn't feel anything. Really.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool.
So you're doing
yeah, sorry.
this hand?
Yeah.
Perfect. Keep it right there. We'll get everything prepped here. Yeah. A little gauze. All right. How's it doing over here?
Bruised.
Bruised, yeah.
Sore.
Want to just lift it a little bit, peek under there, see how it's doing? Okay. Yeah, keep pressure on it for another few minutes, and then we'll stick the Band-Aid on. Yeah, you'll probably have a bit of a bruise.
All good. Worth it.
Okay. Here we go. A little chlorhexidine for you. And never forget.
Thank you.
So, let's see. Oh, relax, relax. There we go. Yeah, got a little loose there. Perfect. Everyone's got great skin and fascia tissue.
Oh, perfect.
Cool. All right. So that's going to take a bit to dry up, but interesting. So you've got a magnet in that hand.
Correct.
And
yeah.
do you have a chip already, or no?
No, I do not. This would
Okay.
be the first chip. Yeah.
Ah, fun. Okay. Very
I'm
cool.
considering the XCM next, just so I can, clone
Right.
my proximity card or something.
Yeah, okay. It's definitely one of those things, like, I say don't play with it, but it's hard not to, right? You want to kind of like, and then the first time you use it, it's kind of magical, right?
Yeah,
Ooh, something happened, right? So it's one of the interesting things about this. I mean, human beings have been tool users since the beginning of time, right? And but our tools are now to the point where they're so small we can integrate them within ourselves, and it's just fundamentally different from like having a cell phone,
Yeah.
right? Your cell phone you pick up, you're a god, right? You have infinite connectivity, the knowledge of all humanity, but you put it down and you're just back to being human, right? And there is a for sure psychological difference. I mean, this becomes part of who you are so quickly that it's just part of your identity. You're just like, oh, I can talk to machines now. Not a big deal, right? And it's that permanence, that part, that the reality that it's there, always accessible. It's managementless. There's no, you don't have to worry about charging it, or does it have signal, or does it have a battery? Like, it's just there. It does its job, and it's like. I like to say when it's, you're sitting there and your kidneys are working hard, but you're not really thinking about them, and this becomes the same thing. It just does its job, and yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Interject with
All right.
the fact that I'm really dizzy.
Really dizzy? Are you? Okay, so you're gonna need to take this Band-Aid, and then have somebody come and just kind of sit behind her. Do you want to just come over and just sit behind her, deep breaths? That's fine.
I
Yeah.
can get you water too.
There you go. So just in case she gets a little woozy, right? You can just kind of steady her. But deep breaths. Doing good? Do you need some water?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Just dizzy and kind of deaf. And
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me see here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, you're fine there. So just relax. Sit back. Yeah. You're good. All right. We'll check in a minute. Okay. Ready?
All right, dude. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here we go. Breath in and out. And there you go. And you are not a bleeder.
No, it worked
Good.
out well. Thank you.
Put your finger right there. Do some pressure. Come over here and check this out. Okay.
Don't worry.
nice.
Cool. All right. How you feeling?
Woozy.
Yeah. Get any sweats going on? A little bit of sweats, yeah. You're having just a vasovagal type reaction.
If I need to hurl,
Okay, so
So sorry.
oh, that's all right. So we're gonna wrap it up here, but thank you very much for coming by, and I'm gonna stick this Band-Aid on you.
Would you like me to remove the...
No, leave it there. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Go ahead and put your finger back there. Okay. And I'm gonna put this stuff away here. Alrighty, thanks everyone for coming by,
Awesome.
and we're gonna see what's going on with Mal, and maybe get her to lie down on the couch.
Awesome. Thanks, Amal.
All right, thank you.